There's a startling reality that most older adults never learn from their physicians. Each year, countless seniors queue up for medical screenings, believing they're protecting themselves. But what if I revealed that certain tests, the standard ones your doctor insists you require, might actually bring you nearer to operations, strokes, or even malignancy? Recent research shows that as many as 37% of medical examinations in older adults result in unneeded treatments, problems, or permanent adverse effects. Surprisingly, 99% of individuals over 70 are unaware they're receiving excessive testing. One particular screening on our list, our top concern, is responsible for 5% of all cancer instances in America, matching the number caused by daily alcohol consumption. Your medical facility won't mention this, you won't spot it advertised anywhere, but the reality lies hidden within scientific research. And today we're revealing everything. In this presentation, we'll cover the 5 medical screenings you should skip after turning 70, plus the frightening reality about their potential impact on your health. Everything is supported by genuine scientific evidence, and you'll be astonished by what ranks second on our list. Before starting, please tell us in the comments where you're located, your age, and whether you've ever had regrets about a test or medical procedure. Do you believe older adults undergo too much testing? We read and respond to each comment with customized suggestions and guidance. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and follow our channel for similar content. Now, let's dive into the first examination, why it appears innocent but might silently damage your well-being. Number 5. Bone density screening. This test seems innocent enough. A swift scan, no discomfort, no injections, and you leave understanding whether your bones face fracture risk. However, here's the untold story. Beyond age 70, bone density screenings often generate more anxiety than advantages. This examination, officially termed a DEXA scan, evaluates bone strength. It's mainly used for detecting osteoporosis, but in elderly patients, particularly women, results nearly always indicate reduced density, even without genuine risk. This occurs because bone deterioration naturally accompanies aging. Like wrinkles or silver hair, it affects everyone. Despite this, many older adults get pressured into medications like bisphosphonates, designed to strengthen bones but carrying severe side effects including osteonecrosis, a rare condition causing jawbone death, and atypical fractures. The issue is this. Research demonstrates that treating minor bone loss in people over 70 with medication provides minimal impact on actual fractures. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society tracked over 1,200 women past 70 and discovered bisphosphonates decreased fracture risk by merely 0.3% over 5 years. While not insignificant, it's hardly life-preserving. Instead, these women were significantly more prone to medication complications, including digestive problems, esophageal inflammation, and unusual bone breaks. Consider Rose, a 76-year-old former piano instructor, referred for a DEXA scan following her yearly checkup. She'd never fallen, experienced no pain, and walked regularly. Her scan revealed osteopenia, mild bone density reduction not considered osteoporosis. Her physician immediately prescribed alendronate, a bisphosphonate. 3 months later, she developed severe acid reflux and jaw discomfort. When we met her, she hadn't touched piano keys in weeks. We discontinued her medication and began a program of vitamin D supplementation, weight-bearing activities like resistance training, and calcium-rich nutrition, including sardines and leafy vegetables. 1 year later, she returned to giving recitals with stronger legs, improved balance, and no fractures. While bone scans might appear wise, for individuals over 70 who aren't falling or breaking bones, lifestyle approaches work better. Strength training, balance work, proper nutrition, and addressing vitamin D deficiency reduce fractures by over 20%, according to a 2022 Osteoporosis International study. Don't allow a screen number to frighten you into unnecessary treatment. But there's one scan that can trigger something even more alarming: brain surgery. Number 4. Brain MRI for memory problems. When older adults feel increasingly forgetful or confused, The instinctive response is fear, fear of dementia, fear of Alzheimer's. Doctors often react by requesting brain MRIs, but here's the unsettling reality. MRIs, which create detailed brain structure images, seldom provide the answers patients seek. Most MRIs in people over 70 simply reveal age-related changes, minor shrinkage or white matter spots completely normal in older adults. However, once these spots appear, they can spark cascading fear, additional testing, and even surgery that may not enhance memory and could worsen conditions. A 2021 Neurology Today study examined over 3,000 MRI scans in patients aged 70-85 with mild cognitive concerns. 86% showed brain abnormalities, but only 3% of findings connected to treatable conditions. This means 97% endured the emotional burden of hearing "something's wrong" when nothing truly was. Worse, nearly 12% underwent invasive procedures like spinal taps or exploratory biopsies based on unclear scan results. Take George, a 74-year-old retired engineer concerned about forgetfulness. Though sharp, he misplaced keys more frequently and sometimes forgot names. His doctor ordered an MRI showing white matter changes. He panicked, convinced he had dementia. He stopped driving and attending church. His anxiety escalated over following months. When we re-evaluated him using standard cognitive testing, his scores fell within normal ranges. We explained his MRI findings were age-appropriate and helped him focus on lifestyle improvements like sleep, hydration, and brain exercises. Within 3 months, his memory stabilized and he felt normal again. Unless severe neurological symptoms exist, seizures, sudden personality shifts, or rapid functional decline, MRIs rarely help with mild memory loss. Better first steps include cognitive screening tests, simple paper-based evaluations of memory, attention, and problem-solving. They're affordable, effective, and avoid unnecessary panic. Prepare yourself because our next test is probably something you've experienced multiple times, and it's number 3 for good reason. Number 3, cardiac stress testing. This ranks among the most frequent tests given to seniors complaining of mild fatigue, chest tightness, or simply not feeling their usual selves. Cardiac stress tests, procedures monitoring your heart while walking on treadmills or receiving exercise simulating medication, aim to detect blocked arteries. After 70, these tests often cause more harm than benefit, especially for people without clear heart disease signs. They can trigger false alarms and unnecessary heart procedures carrying serious risks. The accuracy problem is significant. Research shows that in adults over 70, false positive rates for stress tests, indicating problems where none exist, reach 40%. This leads to follow-up testing like angiograms and even unnecessary stent placement or bypass surgery. A major 2017 JAMA cardiology study found over half of all stents placed following stress test referrals occurred in patients with no real symptoms or benefits. These patients showed no survival or quality of life improvements post-procedure. What they did experience were higher rates of bleeding, kidney damage from contrast dyes, and extended hospital stays. This affected Raymond, a 75-year-old retired postal worker who stayed active through daily walks. During a checkup, he mentioned occasional fatigue on hills. His doctor scheduled a stress test just to be safe. Results were inconclusive, leading to catheterization, a procedure inserting tubes into arteries checking for blockages. Mild narrowing was discovered and a stent placed. That evening, Raymond reacted to contrast dye and developed kidney issues. He spent 6 days hospitalized, requiring weeks of follow-up care. His fatigue remained unchanged because it wasn't cardiac-related. He simply needed better hydration and more rest between activities. If you're over 70 without classic heart symptoms, chest pain during activity, exertion-related shortness of breath, or significant energy drops during light exercise, stress tests may cause more harm than good. Better alternatives include resting EKGs, which examine heart rhythm while stationary, or coronary calcium scans, low-radiation imaging tests showing dangerous plaque buildup. These options are safer, simpler, and far less likely to push unnecessary procedures. Number 2, colonoscopy. You probably didn't anticipate this one. Colonoscopy, procedures using long cameras to examine colons, isn't always wise after 70 and rarely recommended past 75 unless specific symptoms exist. Age increases risks. Preparation is harsh, involving strong laxatives causing dehydration, dizziness, or kidney problems. Sedation used during procedures poses additional brain function risks in older adults. Most surprisingly, the procedure itself can cause complications like bleeding, tearing, or heart rhythm disturbances during sedation. A 2019 JAMA internal medicine study followed over 1.3 million Medicare patients aged 70 and older. They discovered that for every 1,000 colonoscopies performed in patients over 75, only 2 lives were saved, while over 20 people experienced serious complications. That's a 10-to-1 risk-to-benefit ratio. Even when polyps are found, many are small and slow-growing. Removing them in older adults sometimes causes more harm than leaving them alone. Dana was a 73-year-old grandmother running a small bakery with her daughter. She had no symptoms, no bleeding, no stool changes, no family history of colon cancer. Her new primary physician, fresh from residency, urged screening colonoscopy. She agreed. During the procedure, a small polyp was removed and she went home. That night, she experienced severe abdominal pain and fainted. At the hospital, they discovered bowel perforation. She spent 9 days recovering, lost 10 pounds, and hasn't been the same since. Reviewing her case, we found she'd already had 2 clean colonoscopies previously. There was no reason for repetition. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force currently recommends stopping routine colon cancer screening at 75 for most people. For those in excellent health, stool-based tests like FIT tests, non-invasive fecal examinations done at home, offer safer options. They require no preparation, no sedation, and still catch most concerning cases. Discuss alternatives with your doctor, because once you enter the colonoscopy pipeline, escaping becomes difficult. Now we've reached the most overused, most dangerous, and most harmful checkup for seniors, one you've almost certainly undergone. Number 1. Annual full-body CT scans. Full-body CT scans, sometimes offered through executive health packages or preventive services at private clinics, are marketed as early cancer detection tools. Here's the shocking truth. These scans expose your body to high ionizing radiation doses. For older adults, especially over 70, the risk of triggering unnecessary follow-ups, biopsies, and even surgeries is extremely high. The irony? There's zero evidence that full-body scans without symptoms save lives. Each scan delivers 10 to 20 millisieverts of radiation, equivalent to roughly 500 chest X-rays. According to a 2023 modeling study in JAMA Internal Medicine, rising CT scan usage across the United States may now account for up to 5% of all cancers, matching alcohol as a cancer-causing factor. This means 1 in every 20 cancers could result from scans designed to prevent disease. That's not just counterproductive, it's terrifying. These scans detect harmless nodules, calcifications, or cysts that are simply aging-related. But once spotted, red flags emerge. More scans follow, then biopsies, then panic. Consider Marcus, an active 80-year-old who taught martial arts to younger seniors. Feeling great, he participated in a senior executive checkup at a private clinic. His full-body scan revealed a tiny 3mm lung nodule, setting off a chain reaction. He was referred to oncology, sent for PT scans, and eventually underwent needle biopsy. The result? Benign. But the biopsy collapsed part of his lung, leading to hospitalization and 2 months of recovery, all for something that should have been left alone. Experts now advise that full-body CT scans should never be used for general screening in symptom-free adults. The American College of Radiology is clear. There's no proven benefit and significant potential for harm. If symptoms exist, unexplained weight loss, coughing blood, or visible swelling, then targeted imaging makes sense. But scanning entire bodies without focus is like treasure hunting with landmine detectors. You might find something, but the damage could exceed what you were trying to prevent. A safer, smarter approach involves listening to your body. If you feel well, maintain regular primary care checkups and only pursue clearly indicated tests. Your time, energy, and health are too precious to waste on fear-driven screening that could leave you worse off than when you started. Conclusion. There you have it. 5 checkups that seem helpful but can actually cause harm, especially past 70. Modern medicine is powerful but imperfect. Sometimes less truly is more. Always ask, what happens next if this test finds something? If the answer is unclear, or if risks outweigh rewards, it may be time to pause. Remember, real prevention begins with lifestyle choices. Stay active, eat well, sleep deeply, and choose your checkups wisely. Now we want to hear from you. Have you or someone you love ever faced complications from medical tests or treatments that proved unnecessary? What occurred? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.